Acquisitions news. Treadway adds Victoria Tran to investments team, strengthening acquisitions and asset management expertise. Financier makes multi-billion-dollar bet against Tesla and Musk. Answer Advisory and Lafata Contract Services (LCS) announce merger as IMB Partners exits LCS investment. While institutions own 46% of the York Water Company, Nasdaq YORW, individual investors are its largest shareholders with 53% ownership. Single source attorney conclusion of Title Act to offer major consumer savings. Is it a great move to acquire Thrive shares? Kinderhook forms new environmental solutions platform through acquisition of tank and pump from Will Scott Mobile Mini. Teleflex beefs up its bariatric surgery portfolio with this $170 million acquisition. eBay to purchase trading card marketplace TCG Player for up to $295 million. SNDL announces agreement to acquire the Valens Company to create leading vertically integrated cannabis platform. Town Bank Town to acquire Farmers Bank shares for $56 million. Innoviva completes acquisition of La Jolla Pharmaceutical. FCC approves sale of Lumen assets to Brightspeed. Heartland Express to acquire Contract Freighters truckload business for $525 million. Hub Group expands its fulfillment solutions offering through the acquisition of TAG Logistics. Truist extends data management capabilities with acquisition of Arena Platform. Vodafone to sell Hungarian business for $1.8 billion, report. Uranium Energy Corp completes acquisition of UEX Corporation to create the largest diversified, North American-focused uranium company. Vodafone to sell Hungarian business for $1.8 billion to state-backed groups. Vodafone agrees to sell Hungary unit for €1.8 billion. Vodafone Group enters terms to sell Vodafone Hungary for $1.78 BLN. Bullish news. Canadian Coast Guard protects coastal ecosystems for local community. Argentina taps ex-central banker to craft response to crisis. Butler Flooring Services merges resources with Spectra Louisville. MRSI receives Laser Focus World Silver Award for MRSI HHPLD die bonder. Lenovo partners with organizations across Asia Pacific to upskill youth with future-ready tech skills. Revitalign introduces newly designed footwear based on best-selling, tried-and-true styles. MEDICARDIA Health, Inc. launches mobile patient record that puts aggregated medical records and personal health data at patients' fingertips. Kitchen Hub Food Hall Inc.'s deal with rapidly expanding American chain Wingstop to join its Castlefield location. Three Bridges Group's Game Changer development approved by Niagara City Council. Issuance of securities. Safeguard Products International announces a new branded automotive protection relationship with GM Protection. Mounting logistics and warehousing application across industries to accelerate dumping hopper sales. States Fact. Mr. Yellow driver Alfonso Lewis finishes third in 5-axle class of National Truck Driving Championships. Fabuwood introduces their new slim shaker cabinet, Luna. Thermo Fisher TMO, to offer wheat and sesame allergy testing. Informatica named a leader in 2022 Gartner Magic Quadrant for data integration tools for 17 consecutive years. Why Party City stock was climbing today. PRA Group wins Bronze Stevie Award in 2022 International Business Awards. Vail Resorts announces operating plans for 2022-23 North American ski and ride season. Amazon joins United Health and CVS in the bid for Signify Health. Update 1 US. CDC recommends use of Novavax's COVID shot for adolescents. Nominations open for 2022 Cintas SHINE Awards honoring professional housekeepers. Douglas Elliman partners with the Reserve at Mayakoba to lead U.S. marketing. AMC preferred stock starts trading in middle of meme volatility. New Vishay Intertechnology Fred Point General 5600 volts ultrafast rectifiers in the TO-244 package offer. Best-in-class conduction and switching losses. Southern Company renews is proud partner of the Tour Championship. Update 2 Pfizer seeks U.S. authorization for vaccine retooled for Omicron. Jill Biden leaves isolation after twice testing negative. And Novavax vaccine is now allowed for U.S. teens. Credit Suisse braces for shake-up. MGM injects $600 million into China unit. Wendy's pulls lettuce from sandwiches. Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to Colorado Springs homes and businesses. Verve Therapeutics posts updated preclinical data for gene editing therapy in cardiovascular disease. CME Group opens registration for its 19th annual Global University Trading Challenge 2022. Moderna to supply 12 doses of Omicron-adapted COVID-19 booster to Canada. Cryptocurrency prices and news. $55 million of NFT collateral faces liquidation, FTX revenue up 1,000%. Iran starts drilling at oil field shared with Saudi Arabia. CrowdStrike named Best Security Company by 2022 SC Awards US for fourth time. EZCORP pawn stores celebrate loyalty program milestone with promotion that rewards members with up to 4 times EZ points when shopping in store. Apple expands self-repair support to MacBooks. AMC's Apes start trading on the NYSE. ATS Global sign MOU to expand Ability DCA business. Takeda's QDENGA filled down pointing triangle. Dengue tetravalent vaccine. Live. Attenuated. Approved in Indonesia for use regardless of prior dengue exposure. Novo Nordisk's subcutaneous semaglutide shows positive action in type 2 diabetes. Williams-Sonoma expands Hold Everything collection. Ford F gets $1.7 billion penalty for faulty F-250 trucks fatalities. Niagara Mohawk Power Corporation declares preferred stock dividends. Qualys ranks number 1 in Best Vulnerability Management Solution category in the SC Awards 2022. Arcos Dorados ARCO recently broke out above the 20-day moving average. European natural gas prices soar 19% to fresh record high on fears Russia will extend time of pipeline maintenance shutdown into Europe. MAC Cosmetics Global Headquarters awarded WELL certification. OneSpan wins 2022 SC Award for Best Mobile Security Solution. eBay has entered into an agreement to acquire TCG Player. Hershey Company The HSY soars to 52-week high, time to cash out. Keys Lex partners with eBrevia by DFIN to offer a combined solution for seamless CLM migration. Novo Nordisk A.S. share repurchase program. $500,000 investment from KeyBank Foundation to assist BIPOC businesses and day efforts in New York's capital region. Broadcom and Tencent partner to accelerate commercialization of co-packaged optics network switch. DeSantis taps donors Griffin, Tudor Jones in $142 million haul. Alpha Tau and MIM Software announce collaboration for Alpha DaRT treatment planning. Helios Technologies expands hydraulics product line with universal cartridge valve solution. SAI introduces SAI Data Cloud. U.S. Cellular to donate $4.7 million in wireless hotspots and service to 17 local YWCA associations across the country. OneConnect named among 2022 IDC China FinTech Top 50 companies for third consecutive year. Morgan Stanley hikes Foot Locker rating after company names new CEO. Toyota commercial truck unit Hino faces widening scandal over emissions data. Charles River Associates, CRA, announces new $250 million revolving credit facility. TFI International announces agreement to sell CFI's truckload. Temp Control and Mexican logistics businesses to Heartland Express. Terminal transfer fee waiver extended for ICE Midland WTIAGC futures. Lincoln Financial Group partners with minority-owned boutique asset management firm to bring additional small-cap investment opportunities to clients. Construction Partners, Inc. announces North Carolina greenfield. Jim Stone Company of Louisiana joins SitOne Landscape Supply. Artificial intelligence stocks to watch. Big Tech expands AI products, services. MGM China injects $594 million into Macau unit, WSJ. Chipotle IQ is back with 500,000 BOGOs for brand scholars. Precigen completes sale of non-healthcare subsidiary TransOver Genetics. FDA approves Novavax's COVID-19 vaccine for use in adolescents. United Health, Amazon, CVS bidding for in-home health specialist Signify. Arcutis announces Arcutis Cares Patient Assistance Program, PAP, for financially qualified uninsured and underinsured patients. Belite Bio initiates pivotal Phase 3 clinical trial of LBS-008 in Stargardt disease in the U.S. Claris Board of Directors approves 2 of its top shareholders to increase their positions up to 12.5% of shares outstanding. IHOP introduces choice menu full of craveable options, making it easier for guests to order their favorite IHOP menu items any time of day. Enphase Energy and Meraki Solar expand adoption of IQ microinverters. Fluence expands asset performance management for Cubico Sustainable Investments with 350 MW solar project in Mexico. Kronos Bio announces first patient dosed in Phase 1b/2 clinical trial of lanraplenib in combination with gilteritinib in acute myeloid leukemia. NICE extends CXI leadership with next-general digital and conversational AI capabilities. ProPetro announces electric fleet orders and lease agreement. Riskified and Aurus partner to offer secure payment solutions backed by best-in-class chargeback guarantee. ST Microelectronics announces status of common share repurchase program. Summit Materials drives towards 2050 net zero carbon targets with full conversion to Portland limestone cement at Continental Cement Company's Hannibal plant. The Oncology Institute partners with Blue Note Therapeutics to provide a digital therapeutic for treating cancer-related anxiety and depression symptoms. Viasat awarded $99 million lot buy order for military tactical radios. Forge Rock announces a strategic partnership with Secret Double Octopus to extend passwordless and multi-factor authentication capabilities in the enterprise. Lockheed, LMT, wins $957 million deal for the prototype phase of NGAP. Novo Nordisk successfully completes Phase 2 trial with CagriSema in people with type 2 diabetes. Air Products, APD, shares up 11% in 3 months, here's why. Update 1 Moderna to supply 12 mLN doses of Omicron-targeted COVID shot to Canada. Novavax's COVID-19 vaccine wins FDA approval for children ages 12 to 17. FDA approves Insulet's Omnipod automated insulin system for patients 2 years and above. CONAGRA Brands promotes Tracy Schaefer to Chief Information Officer. Valeris announces successful completion of consent solicitation with respect to its senior secured First Lien Notes due 2028. JDM Partners reacquires stake in Douglas Ranch Master Planned Community from the Howard Hughes Corporation. Moderna to supply Canadian government with 12 million doses of its bivalent COVID vaccine. Returns on capital are showing encouraging signs at Rush Enterprises, Nasdaq, Rush, B. Gaming and Leisure Properties, Inc., Nasdaq, GLPI. Insiders placed bullish bets worth $839,000 in the last 12 months. Old Navy expands Project We Artist T-Series in partnership with the 15% pledge. Bruker introduces enabling new scientific capabilities for cell biology and pathobiology research. With high-field NMR innovations. Cellebrite introduces streamlined collection and review to investigative analytics workflow. Napa Auto Parts becomes the first major retailer to carry Honeywell's new Solstice YF automotive refrigerant with ultraviolet leak detection dye. LGI Homes expands Terrata Homes' footprint in Austin market with opening of Shadow Glen. Moderna to supply 12 million doses of Omicron-containing bivalent COVID-19 booster vaccines to the Government of Canada. Travere Therapeutics and CSL Viva announce EMA has accepted for review the conditional marketing authorization application for sparsentan for the treatment of eager nephropathy. AS Inc. NYSE. AS. Insider increased their holdings by 3.0% last year. Teleflex to expand its surgical portfolio with differentiated stapling technology for bariatric surgery. Canada OK's Pfizer COVID-19 booster for kids aged 5 to 11 years. Tuya signed strategic partnership with T3 Technology to further develop Southeast Asia's IoT industry. U.S. Space Force Chief of Space Operations General John J. Raymond visits Terran Orbitals. Rapidly expanding Irvine facilities. Can Shockwave medical stock climb higher? Cyprus. Total Energies announces significant offshore gas discovery in Block 6. Otis celebrates the opening of its new training center in Southeast Asia. Jinkasola's Sichuan manufacturing facilities subjected to power rationing measures. Intercontinental Hotels Group plc announces transaction in own shares. Equinor ASA share buyback. Gilead announces first global regulatory approval of Sunlensa lenacapavir, the only twice-yearly HIV treatment option. MSP Recovery, which also powers LifeWallet, announces it has grown from 11,000 unique healthcare member lives in 2014 to more than 34 million unique healthcare member lives. as well as significant advancements in its technological capabilities, including the development of cutting-edge blockchain technology. 8x8 CPAAS achieves CSA Cybertrust Mark certification in Singapore. NSW Talco Authority extends its investment in emergency management and community safety. Bearish news. U.S. stocks hit session lows in afternoon trading as possible Fed moves weigh on investors. Disclosure of trading in own shares. Update 1 Ben & Jerry's loses bid to halt sales in Westbank. Euro falls to two-decade low. Live updates. Dow tumbles over 500 points. S&P 500 sheds 1.7% as investors question Fed pivot thesis. Ben & Jerry's loses bid to block ice cream sale in Westbank. BMI to lay off, just under 10% of workforce. German power prices smash record as energy panic engulfs Europe. Oil pairs losses as Saudi minister warns OPEC Plus may take action. Saudi prince says oil's disconnect may force OPEC Plus action. DocuSign faces long path to a business turnaround, analyst says in downgrade. Ford confirms layoffs, says it is cutting about 3,000 jobs. JP Morgan boosts lending to states and cities in turbulent market. Tesla stock is 40% undervalued after Inflation Reduction Act signing, analyst argues. Strike occurs at Alcoa smelter in Norway. Neo-Genomics stock is downgraded. A turnaround appears daunting. Update 2 Ford cuts 3,000 jobs as it pivots to EVs, software. Ford plans 3,000 jobs cuts as EV ambitions accelerate, costs rise. Bed Bath & Beyond leads rout in meme stocks as mania fizzles. Ford cuts 3,000 jobs as it pivots to EVs, software. Ford to eliminate 3,000 jobs globally. Global markets shares slip. Dollar dominates as recession fears rise. Giga Cloud stock rises. Shares of meme old-timers AMC and GameStop tumble. Wayfair lays off 5% of global workforce amid overhaul. Stock market pulls back. Buyers on strike ahead of Nvidia earnings, Powell speech. Occidental Petroleum stock falls after Buffett not expected to buy majority stake. Bed Bath & Beyond credit rating downgraded further into junk territory by S&P Global Ratings. U.S. stocks fall as rally loses momentum on concerns of more aggressive Fed rate hikes. U.S. stocks open lower, extending last week's decline. Larry Summers says student loan debt relief is inflationary. DocuSign. Cooper stocks are downgraded as analyst cites near-term risks. Update 1 Kenya's bonds fall after Odinga formally challenges election results, TradeWeb data. Netflix stock falls after CFRA turns bearish. Kenya's bonds fall after Odinga formally challenges election results, TradeWeb data. Injury hurts Will Zalatoris chances at $18 million PGA Tour payday. Global markets shares slip. Dollar dominates as recession looms. EU foreign policy chief rejects calls to ban all Russian visas. With 6.6% one-year returns. Institutional owners may ignore Alamos Gold Inc.'s to see AGI 5.1% stock price decline. Correction notice to press release announcing Flushing Financial Corporation closed $65 million of fixed to floating rate subordinated notes. MGM China pumps $594 million into Macau casino unit ahead of license bid. Global markets shares slide. Dollar dominates as rate hike fears mount. Crude oil lower. Potential Iranian supply in focus. Credit Suisse investment bankers are bracing for brutal cutbacks. Update 1 JinkoSolar's Sichuan plants halted temporarily due to power rationing. Auburn Titans hold over Talco sector as Vodafone sells Hungarian unit. Global markets Asia shares slip, dollar strong as yuan weakens. Forex dollar hits 5-week high on hawkish Fed, euro slips on gas woes. Earnings news. Personas provides update on Q1 filings. Goodbaby International Holdings Limited announces 2022 interim results. Ken Garff Automotive announces conference call for noteholders to discuss Q2 2022 financial results. What to expect when JD.com reports quarterly earnings. Fossil Group, Inc. releases 2021 Corporate Sustainability Report. Will Triton, TRTN, gain on rising earnings estimates? Can Trivago NV Ads, TRVG, run higher on rising earnings estimates? Will Vishay, VSH, gain on rising earnings estimates? What to expect ahead of NetApp's, NTAP, Q1 earnings release? XPeng, China's EV startup, to report earnings amid economic uncertainty. Kohl's stores are a hot mess ahead of earnings. JD.com, JD, to report Q2 earnings, what's in the offing? Snowflake, Snow, to post Q2 earnings, what's in the offing? Brinker, Eat, to post Q4 earnings, what's in the cards? Bill.com earnings highlights. Malibu Boats, MBUU, to report Q4 earnings, what to expect? Affirm, AFRM, to post Q4 earnings, here's what to expect. Earnings growth and price strength make Broadridge Financial Solutions, BR, a stock to watch. Marvell, MRVL, to report Q2 earnings, what's in the cards? Rokt partners with Uber and AMC Theaters as it accelerates its global growth. MPLX gains 3.1% on Q2 earnings beat, boosts unit buyback. New York Community Bancorp, Inc. declares a quarterly cash dividend on its preferred stock. Weakness in Old Navy, inflation to Margap's GPS, Q2 earnings. Can Abercrombie, ANF, Q2 earnings beat despite cost headwinds. Correcting and Replacing Core Scientific announces second quarter 2022 results. What's in the cards for JinkoSolar, JKS, in Q2 earnings? Earnings grew faster than the notable 14% CAGR delivered to QORVO. Nasdaq, QRVO, shareholders over the last 3 years. Tommy Bahama and Samsara Luggage announce new partnership. Rigetti Computing to host and webcast 2022 Investor Day live on September 16, 2022. Sunoco, Sun, stock declines 4.6% despite Q2 earnings beat. We ran a stock scan for earnings growth and CF Industries Holdings, NYSE, CF, passed with ease. Cybersecurity stocks to watch: PANW, CRWD, OKTAZS earnings on tap. Coty to host 2022 skincare strategy update. Sprinklr announces date of second quarter financial results. TRQ provides operational and corporate update. Ulta Beauty, Ulta, queues up for Q2 earnings, things to note. Cloud adoption, buyouts to aid Salesforce, CRM, Q2 earnings. Cavco Industries, Nasdaq, CVCO. 5-year total shareholder returns outpace the underlying earnings growth. Jefferies Financial Group Inc. to host annual investor meeting. Peloton Interactive stock volatile ahead of earnings. Allego reports first half 2022 results, creating new technology-enabled EV infrastructure. By executing on earnings. Applied Materials, Inc. Nasdaq. AMAT. Is demonstrating stability for investors. The GEO Group closes previously announced transactions to address its debt maturities and strengthen its capital structure. NACE Technology Inc. reports unaudited 2022 second quarter and interim financial results. Financing news. Kasisto raises additional $15.5 million from Fizz and Westpac in oversubscribed Series C round. Genworth announces redemption of outstanding 2024 senior notes. Mastech, Inc. announces amendment of exchange offer and consent solicitation. White Mountains to commence self-tender offer to purchase up to $500 million in value of its common shares. Links to articles are below. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates.